Hello, assalamu alaikum, jiayanu, pakhair aghleni, hamachu, neshumme, washmale hai, ganzaimus, hi, hugs and hellos to all those amazing people who are tuned into PTV World and watching well this morning alongside me, myself, Shazad, and my wonderful co-host, Maha Maktoum. Hello, Maha, how are you?
Well, I'm good today. How are you?
Well, you were about to say,
I was
I'm
going to say
very
very,
good,
but
then
then
you
that
did.
would be a lie.
Why?
Just
What
because.
happened? What happened? Okay,
No,
let's
nothing's
discuss.
happening. I'm just feeling quite like stressed and kind of like, there's a lot of stuff happening. And then my dad left as
Yeah.
well. So I'm kind of struggling with that. But I'm getting used to it. Work is good and stressful at the same time,
Yeah.
but I like it.
And the producers are actually keeping us happy as well, so we are kind of grateful to them as
Yeah.
well. But on a very odd Wednesday,
Yes.
if you feel stressed, what would you do?
Okay, well, actually, and this is not a lie. I actually try these days for the last actually forever. Music really helps my mood or my energy levels or whatever. And like lately, I've been listening to very like energetic music, which is making me even more energetic.
Wow.
But then the last week, I can't seem to find the music I want to listen to because I'm feeling a lot more mellow, a lot more kind of reflective.
But the other day, the music you were listening to was great.
Yeah.
And I wanted to Shazam it, but I couldn't because you actually turned it off, but it's perfectly all right.
Oops.
But you know, what medication cannot do, music can. And at the same time, whenever you listen to music, you actually feel as if there's something to relate to it.
Exactly.
Even if you're stressed, happy, hyper, or whatever
Sad.
mood you're in, it depends on what you're listening to. And actually, it has got a greater influence on your mood as well, because if you're listening to sad songs, and you probably sit with somebody who's already stressed, you're going to get sad too.
Exactly. And another thing is, one of my friends keeps sending me like ska punk type music. So when I listen to it, I just get stuck getting very angry because it's
Really?
very aggressive. It's very energetic. And no, there's more. I don't know. I can't explain ska punk, but so I tried to listen to that, but it was making me a bit antsy. So
Really?
I
But
had
the
to
best
stop.
part is, Mahad, that you know the music scene over here in
Yes.
Islamabad and particularly in Pakistan has actually picked up. We witnessed the music mela earlier as well, and then there are concerts and gigs
Exactly.
happening everywhere in the city as well.
Exactly. Even the last weekend, we had some gigs in Islamabad. We had some big ones. We had some more underground ones. You have Malang Party who've just released Ut Malangi. You have Red Blood Cat who are playing now. You have so many bands.
And then we've got Wild Mangoes as well.
Yes, we do, and but that's more cover.
Yeah,
There's cover tracks, but they are performing as well. So there's a lot of artists out there who are sharing their own music and really getting out there. And actually, Islamabad now, from 2 years ago, we were like, there's no scene, no one plays gigs here anymore, and now we have stuff.
And then at the same time, there's one more singer which I'm very I'm very grateful to all of those people who've actually helped her emerge. Maidhai.
Yes.
Now, Maidhai is such a superb singer that you
Zain
cannot
Ali
even...
as well.
Yes,
He produced the music.
that, after a year, Atif Aslam actually said that I'm going to do a song with you. So I think people have done a great job. And then there are other platforms like, I think we should name them Nescafe Basement, Coke Studio. They picked up on each and every
PTV
artist.
World.
PTV World, obviously, World this morning. I mean, this is very correct and accurate as well. But then at the same time, ladies and gentlemen, these people whom we have on the show today, they're great, they're fantastic, they're exuberant, and they're trying something which I think is probably a bit new for all of those people who reside in Pindi and elsewhere.
Exactly, and the lead singer has been, really, he's been with us since the beginning as well. We've had him on our shows. He's supported us when we first started too as well. And, they're doing great and they've got a really good following. And I think a lot of you guys will know who they are, especially the youngsters that are watching. Yeah. So should we introduce them? Do you want to introduce them?
I think, but then at the same time, let us just, discuss a bit more what their forte is. So this young guy, he's very talented, obviously. He can play harmonica, guitar, I don't know what other instruments. He can produce music, he can compose it, and then he can write lyrics, he can make their own videos, and they're everywhere now. They're the talk of the town. So ladies and gentlemen, with us, we have today...
Oh, Jasim, sorry, I ruined that. Jasim Haider and the Pindi Boys, Assalamu alaikum. So we've been joined by Jasim Haider, who is the lead singer and guitarist and harmonica player. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for being with us this morning.
Thank you for having us.
Good. Okay, besides Jasim, we've been joined by Adeel Haroon, who is the lead guitarist and backing vocals for Jasim Haider and the Pindi Boys. Assalamu alaikum, good morning. This is the first time you've been on our show.
On your show, yes.
Yes,
Thank you
on
very
our
much.
show.
Thank you very much for coming over. And the best part is that Jasim Haider and Pindi Boys are releasing their album.
Yes, in
and
October.
We'll get to know about that as well, and then we'll make them sing and we'll put them to test. So let's see. Let's take it away with Jasim Haider first of all. Jasim Haider, what is the album about? Let's just jump into it. Yeah.
Particularly, it's about we actually found the sound of Pindi
Tini Papa, Tini Papa, Tini Papa.
No, no, no.
Okay.
It's different. We're mixing up sounds from history, incorporating things from the history and the Pindi's history.
Yeah.
So
Excellent.
it'll be more bluesy,
Bluesy.
popish.
Popish.
Yeah.
I know I'm looking forward
like
to
these
this
words.
because you also released I thought it was recently, but this is what social media does. It keeps everything quite fresh. But you released a track about 5 months ago. So how are you finding it? Because when we first started talking to you, the music scene was quite low, especially in Islamabad. People just had written off the city. But we've seen a revival, well, a slight revival within the music scene. How do you feel about that? Do you think it's really vastly improved?
Well, me and my band are really excited to know that music is back alive. There are performances happening everywhere, in cafes, and so obviously musicians are very happy. We have a platform to showcase our talent everywhere.
I think that is great, but then at the same time, picking up on this album part. Now, for the last 5 years, we have witnessed that none of the singers have actually produced an album. They've produced a single or released a single or a video, and that's about it. So what made you think that that album might work in this point of time?
I'm still very scared because recording an album, producing an album, and throwing it in the market is still very risky.
Yeah.
But as being serious musicians, we need to change how people receive, and we need to change how industry moves.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
As musicians, we need to take this decision to change the industry. So I think
that's great because we had another artist on who's also just released an album and we were gifted it. I will remember the name in a second. But now let me move on to Adeel. This is the
I
first time
think
you've
that
been.
was Qasim bin Tariq.
No,
the newer guy,
He's
right?
going to release one, but there is one more as well. Remember?
Alright, let me think
We'll
of
talk
it.
about it we'll have a break and we'll find the name.
Yeah, that
But
was Ashraf.
That's it.
Yeah, that's
sorry,
it. I got
Ashraf.
it. It's
Every
all right.
time, I'm sorry. But anyway, so Adeel, tell us, how did you find Jasim and
Alright.
get involved?
Well, we've been friends since a very long time now, and we've been playing music together. But Jasim was actually in Karachi. He used to live in Karachi. He just moved here a few years back, I guess. And back then, I was actually working with an artist named Maria Fatma.
Yes, she
And
was on
yeah.
our show, yeah.
Okay. So basically, the reason we started playing together is that the kind of music he listens to and the kind of music I'd like to play is the same.
Okay.
No one, yeah,
Popsy.
blues exactly.
Alright.
I was doing pop music earlier, but I didn't like that. I mean, I liked it, but I didn't love it. You can say that.
Alright.
So now what we're doing is something that we love. It's a passion actually, and bringing the commercial music and the Pindi sounds and blues all together. It's a huge task, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a challenging job for both of us, and it's basically something we'd love to do in
And
short.
you're doing it really
yeah.
well, you can actually tell. But I want to ask Jasim this. I'm glad, Adeel, you brought in the whole commercial aspect and kind of merge it. As musicians, I know a lot of artists who have issues with the commercial aspect of the music industry. Now, I mean, as people who listen to music, I'm not a musician, but how does a musician expect to survive if they don't actually start throwing their music out there and playing for people and actually educating the people as well, because that's what's happening, right? Because the good musicians have so many ethics and morals and they put barriers around them. So how do you deal with that?
I don't think there are. I think it depends on person's perspective. As a musician, I think I never thought that I had barriers or I need to do this to promote my music, or this is the kind of subjects that I should make songs on. I never thought that way. So I think musicians are artists, and as a musician, I just write about things that I feel like. So I never thought about how commercialism, is used by the musicians to promote their music. I've never.
No, I'm saying that they don't use it, and that's why the
most
music
of-
scene and so many good musicians are now still underground. And then you have certain people who are tapping into that market, and they are in the public eye. They are going abroad, but the real talent as well is being hidden. 'Cause of
Well,
their
I
own-
actually have a good suggestion. I mean,
Go for it.
people who'd like to do music, especially here in Pakistan, they need to work hard. find a good job first.
Yeah,
because
that's where we
very
were coming.
important.
Yeah.
Obviously, you've got a lot of responsibilities, and there is something that you need as an income to support yourself, your family, and then the music, because it requires a handsome amount of funds, I guess. Making a video, you spend a lot of time on it. We actually getting produced the album from people in US.
Wow.
So yeah, so it requires money. That's pretty obvious.
It
I
does,
guess.
but then at the same time, the only barrier which we want to break as anchors or hosts or VJs or probably whatever people label us with. But then the thing is that, half of the time whenever we've been asked by somebody, what do you do? Or we host a show. What else do you do? Why? What makes you think that, we need to do something else? That's what we want to break. So are you doing any other jobs? Because I think the last time I met you, you were only producing
I've been
music, you
lucky
were
in
composing.
that perspective because I did my degree in filmmaking, so I'm working as a filmmaker.
Yeah.
And I'm running my own production house. So I'm earning from my camera work and I'm investing in my
Right.
music.
And that's so creative, and
lucky,
that's in
you know.
line.
You can say
Same?
Yes.
Okay.
I've been
No,
lucky.
I'm
But
not
even
doing
you
the
can
same
do a lot
thing.
of sessions and then do some studio recordings. I think that can be the way forward.
Yeah, but I basically would rather rely on something more secure.
Yep.
More secure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
And-
getting gigs, running after gig is something else, and when you're getting a fixed income every month, that's a different story. You know?
Yeah.
Okay.
that
Well,
is-
you have to be realistic, and Pakistan isn't, the music industry isn't what it is in the rest of the world as well.
Exactly.
But we are on the right track. Now, I want to pick up on what you said about this, your album. Now, focusing on that, you said it's US funded, like as in you got the producers or whatever from abroad. How come you had to do that, and why didn't you get the interest from within Pakistan?
No, we're funding it ourselves.
Oh,
It's
what
not
did
We're
you
US
funding it
funded.
ourselves. We're
Yes.
getting it produced from there.
We're paying
Produce.
artists in US to
Produce
mix
it.
it for
How
us.
come? Why? You don't have good enough producers in Pakistan?
Yes, we don't.
Why?
No, don't say
We
that.
don't.
Come on.
No, basically, what I believe is that we've got more control.
No,
in
you don't
that
expect
way.
anything
I know,
more from
but I
Jasim.
think producers in Pakistan are still experimenting and learning themselves. So I think the sound is yet to be evolved.
And the sound which you want, which is very
You know what you
bluesy
want,
and popsy,
yes.
I think
Exactly.
there are other people who can do it better.
Okay, so-
that can be a good statement.
And on that note, can we have a little
Yeah.
taster
Something
of
from
some
the album.
little summon?
Yeah, go ahead, share something from the album.
Okay.
And
There you go.
what is that going to be?
Are you gonna play today?
Pretty boys.
Well, I don't think so, man. Not in front of proper musicians.
I don't know.
The last musicians weren't proper.
Chalo.
He was new, kind of new.
So this is
something new you've got. What is
Yes.
this?
It's called harmonica. It's in the key of C.
And what
C
type
major.
of a stand is that?
You put it around your neck
Yeah.
so that he can play it while playing the guitar.
Hey, that's,
Don't
that's,
you
the
know
sound
these
of my
things,
album.
I
Shazad?
thought it's going to be fixed on the guitar.
They're really hard to play.
That's nice. So what are we doing? What are we
So
playing?
tell us
This
about it
is
before
my
you sing
song. It's called Tu Hai.
And it's
it's a
from the
very-
newer album?
Yes, I've put the song in my album. I released the song as a single
Yes,
first,
I
but now I'm adding it to my album.
Very
And the sound
nice.
of the song has evolved.
Take it
Okay,
away.
I'm looking forward to it because.
Now this sounds more like my album now.
Okay,
Okay.
so let's have a listen.
तू है तू है तू
Amazing, superb, excellent. These
Very
are the words I
nice.
would probably use for this type of sound. But ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to go anywhere because we guys have been joined by Jasim Haider and Pindi Boys at the same time. We're going for a short break. Don't go anywhere. A very good morning.
Some of the world's most fascinating brasswork originates from the city of Peshawar in the province of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. Brasswork involves engraving beautiful patterns and shapes using traditional methods known as nakshi to describe sketching and kudai, translated means scraping. Swat is renowned for its woven textiles and embroidered products. While weaving is carried out in many major cities, Swat in particular is a long-established weaving center whose blankets are mentioned even in early Buddhist texts. Swat has also retained its traditional form of embroidery, which is probably the most creative and colorful needle artwork found anywhere in the world. The enchanting arts and crafts of Pakistan.
Welcome back, everyone. And before the break, for those who was with us, and for those new people, I can't talk today, guys. I'm really sorry, so you have to bear with me. But we are joined by Jasim Haider and the Pindi Boys, and we listened to a wonderful song called Tu Hai. And for all the new people who've heard this for the first time, Jasim's going to tell us what it was about. So tell us.
It was about my spiritual journey. I'm not really a religious person, but I wrote this song when I actually found God.
Okay.
You know, I started seeing His colors. So I just wrote whatever that I felt in that period of time.
Yeah.
So it's about God. That's how I describe this song in a line. If I describe the song in a line, I'd say that it's a love song for God.
So you
Love song
finally,
for God.
yeah. So you finally saw the colors and
Yes.
then you wrote it down. But what happened with that massive hit song named Pindi Boys? When did you find those colors actually? When did you, there's too much smoke, there's too much dirt. When did you get to?
I think
know that?
even Pindi Boy is my perspective of Pindi. You know, it's entirely my perspective. A lot of Pindi boys didn't like the song because I think they thought it's not Pindi. It doesn't sound Pindi that way.
So you
Because
wanted
it's
to
very
change
distracting.
the dimension people take a
But
look
a lot
at
of
it.
people actually connected to the song.
Yeah,
I
can
connected
connect.
to it.
Yeah, I can.
A lot of
I
people
know,
in Karachi
Pindi-
connected to the song. Because it's very universal. I think the term Pindi boys is very universal.
Yeah, because they can be a translocation of words as well. For example, Pindi, Karachi, Hyderabad, Sakkar, wherever, USA, whatever you want to put it in.
Boys
And
will be
also,
boys.
you know, these words, you're not bound to the area. Music is
You
universal.
know, boys will be boys.
Yeah, obviously, boys will always be boys. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to share the video of Pindi Boys for all those amazing people who haven't actually taken a listen or haven't watched it. Let's go. Let's take a listen.
टैंकी टापे पे है लिखा हुआ अपनी जिंदगी का सारा फलसफा मिस्टीरियस है अपनी मिस्ट्री काले बूटों की है अपनी हिस्ट्री हम हैं पिंडी हम हैं पिंडी हम हैं पिंडी पिंडी बॉयज हम हैं पिंडी बॉयज हम हैं पिंडी बॉयज Let's get on the phone and make some noise. हम हैं पिंडी बॉयज हम हैं पिंडी बॉयज हम हैं पिंडी बॉयज Let's get on the floor and make some noise. अपनी गाली में भी है अपना प्यार अपनी अदाएं हैं बेशुमार वाइटल साइंस भी थे बॉयज अपने यारों में हर कोई स्टार
ਅੱਜ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਦੱਸਾਂ ਇਸ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਦੀ ਕਹਾਣੀ ਰਾਜਾ ਇਸ ਦੇ ਡਾਡੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਮਲਿਕ ਇਸ ਦੇ ਬਾਣੀ ਗੂਰੀ ਨਾ ਮਾਰੀ ਕਿਸੇ ਤੇ ਤੇਰੀ ਮਿਹਰਬਾਨੀ ਵੀ ਨਾ ਮਲਿਕ ਸਾਡੀ ਸ਼ੇਮ ਹੈ ਪਰ ਸਾਡੀ ਬੜੀ ਗੇਮ ਹੈ ਸਿੱਟੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਸੇਮ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਟਵਿਨ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਨੇਮ ਹੈ ਆਲ ਦ ਬॉयਜ਼ ਆ ਮਸੀਡੀ 17 ਚੱਲ ਚੱਲੇ ਤਿੰਨਾ ਪਾਰ ਕਰੀਏ ਪੂੰਟੀ ਡਰਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਤੋਂ ਲੜਦੇ ਨੇ ਮਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਚੁੱਕਦੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਸ਼ਰੀਕਾ ਦਾ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਹੈ ਸ਼ਰੀਫਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਵੈਰ ਹੈ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਲੋਰ ਨਹੀਂ ਵੇਖਿਆ ਉਹ ਜੰਮਿਆ ਨਹੀਂ ਪਰ ਜਿਸ ਪਿੰਡੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਵੇਖਿਆ ਓ ਚੱਲ ਖੈਰ ਓ ਓ ਓ ਓ ਓ
हम हैं पिंडी बॉयज हम हैं पिंडी बॉयज हम हैं पिंडी बॉयज
get on the phone and make some noise.
हम हैं पिंडी बॉयज हम हैं पिंडी बॉयज हम हैं पिंडी बॉयज
Let's get on the floor and make some noise.
हम हैं पिंडी बॉयज हम हैं पिंडी बॉयज हम हैं पिंडी बॉयज
Let's get on the floor and make some noise.
So that was
I like
Pindi
the step.
Boys. Yeah, it was very funky.
It's called Pindi moves.
Like it.
Pindi moves.
Like
So
it.
that's how the boys in Pindi move, do they? That's interesting. Okay, now I understood some of that.
But
So
before you ask any serious question,
I know, I was
there's one thing which I want to ask.
go on.
So, you know, since you've written this song and you've known the color of the city as well, what is the connection of Pindi Boys with Santara Small? Is there any connection or there's not? Because a lot of people on Facebook and social media say that, you know, if it's Sunday, if it's any event, Centaurus is going to be full of Pindi boys, which is a lot of discrimination.
Let's ask Adeel this.
Yeah, basically, what I see is that Pindi boys are they usually getting criticized from all over the place. So what
But
we
I'm not
need to-
criticizing. Let me
Yeah.
be
Yes.
clear
We're just
about
trying
that. Yeah.
Basically, what we're presenting is the good side of Pindi.
Yes.
All right.
What we're saying is that there are good and bad people, no matter what caste you pick, what area you pick, what country you pick.
Yeah.
So we're one of the good guys.
Yeah. All right.
So you say.
And we're
so you
accepting,
say.
and
We are
accepting
Pindi
what
from
we
the
are.
roots.
Sorry?
Accepting what you are. You should always.
The only thing
Yeah, exactly, absolutely.
The only thing I love about Pindi boys is that they're natural, they're bold, and they can wear red, yellow, pink, whatever they want. That's it.
And
keep
still
it
have
up.
a swag with it.
And that's a
Absolutely.
Waqra swag, though. It's not just swag. It's a different swag, which you
Excellent.
might not even find
No, but
anywhere
that's-
else on the globe.
No, but that's really good because, you should be able to be yourself. You should be proud of where you come from, no matter what people think. But now, sorry.
Yeah, it's all right.
I have to get serious. I feel very serious today, guys. I'm really trying not to be serious.
It's
but-
perfectly all right.
But I wanted to talk about
I'm
the.
right here to balance it
Yeah,
out.
I
Don't
know,
worry.
right? Pretty good balance. So now let's talk about the album because you're going to put this on the album as well. Why are you, because these songs were released before, they had a great following, they got great response, but you're changing them up, you're putting your current inspiration and sound onto it. Why are you doing that? So other people don't do it? Like,
No, I think Pindi Boys, which I did earlier, was not exactly what my influences are as a musician. Now that I have a band, and now I'm exactly doing how I wanted the songs to sound.
you can
like.
see the difference in sound. Like, I mean, I heard that and I was like, that's really not who
But
I
then,
think you are.
then at the same time, since now you're recording, it's underway. How do you plan to make sure that everybody's going to get a copy of your album as well? Because over here we really have a tradition of going to the CD shop or probably downloading it from iTunes because we people do not love to pay for anything.
Well, we're working on that. Actually, I've been lucky in that sense also because I found a record label who's helping me out. It's called Echo Records, and they will be releasing the album on their website. So whoever will have to download the album from their website or they have to stream it from their website.
Is it
So
a
they'll do-
Pakistani record
Yeah, yeah.
label? All right.
We've heard
Islamabad
of this.
based.
Yeah, no, I
Echo
think we
Records.
had them
Ali
on our
Ashraf.
show.
Ali Ashraf, yeah,
Ali
that's
Ashraf.
And that's the person who released the album. I'm like,
Yeah.
yes, Ali, sorry, God.
that's why I said Ashraf,
Yeah,
because
Ali
I can
Ashraf.
actually recall his name because of his grey hair. And he's
No,
a
because
superb
he's a
singer as well.
good friend of the show.
Good
He's a,
guy.
good,
Yeah.
he's a very good person, and he's
But
very
then
good.
what
at the
about all
Very
of those
supportive.
record labels being launched by Nouri and then Ali Zafar? Are they still working?
I have no idea.
You have no idea. So, well, the musicians haven't heard about it.
Okay,
Do you?
No.
No.
Okay, now,
That means they're not doing very
Probably
good.
they're not in here, I guess, in Islamabad or Pindi. They're in Lahore or Karachi. I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah.
That's the reason we're not into it, I guess.
okay, that's fine. It's good that people are supporting things within Islamabad because people had completely written off Islamabad as a music scene, and and even I forgot to mention, even on the weekend, the Satchel orchestra band were here as well. So a lot of stuff is happening now. In regards to you guys you're working with Echo Records. How was it working with a record label and working with Ali?
We're still new. We've it's been a few months that we've signed the agreement, but we're still new. I'm working on my album, and as soon as my songs will be recorded, we'll be working on our videos. So let's see how it goes because even for them it's new. They're very new to this.
But then at the same time, I wanted to make a point, and that is that Islamabad in the recent years has actually picked up in the media. And now, for example, all of those film awards which were taking place, all of those people who actually got awards were from Islamabad.
Exactly.
Namely, there was Hamza, there was
Uzair.
there was both the Jaswal brothers, and then Namaz actually come in a
Usman
drama.
Khalid
It's
Butt.
Usman Khalid Butt, and everybody was there. And I think that is super for us. Yeah, we have said that, Mr. Producer. Don't worry. So he was in my ear. Do take a listen what we say, but that's perfectly all right. But now moving on with your album, how many songs are we going to get treated with?
8 to 10 songs.
8 to 10
Excellent.
songs. How many have you recorded?
3.
And which one's the closest to you? Oh, that's a hard question.
Hard question. Yeah.
What about you, Adeel? Do you have one?
Well, the title song, I believe, Pindi Boys. It's catchy. It's groovy.
All right.
and you just get into it.
But there are many more songs which are very groovy and colorful and bluesy,
So can we have one of them?
but they aren't released and recorded yet.
All right.
Okay, now I want to ask you. You know, the songs when you're making this album, are you scared about people like I mean, in the West they're really particular where it gets leaked out. You know, Kanye West goes and has a rant and goes crazy. But in Pakistan, what does it mean if maybe someone takes a copy and then how badly does it affect you guys?
Well, it never happened to me, thank God. But I think
You're a very difficult person to ask questions. You're like, no, it's fine.
No, it's a difficult thing to
But
it
what
never
would
happened to me.
Okay, but what if it did? I mean, how would you feel as an artist?
As a Pindi boy, I might kill that guy.
You might kill that guy, but then at the same time, I think the only reason why
Violence is not the answer.
why it haven't
Shouldn't
happened to
laugh.
you is that you haven't released an album as of yet, or have you?
I haven't.
Yeah, that's
but
why.
I don't play my songs in public, or even I don't play unreleased song and.
All right, but can we take a listen to one of those songs which
another
has
song?
been released already?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right,
So
let's do
go
it.
for it.
And it involves harmonica as
It's
well.
okay. That's the word.
No, I don't think.
There's
This
this.
is a very experimental show, guys.
Yeah,
cover भी कर सकते हैं.
but we're doing great so far.
I don't know. Well, let's ask the guests.
They're taking it
No,
away
the
for
viewers
us
later.
and for you.
There's this cover that we do.
Yes.
It's
Covers.
cover.
Okay.
Cover song.
Which
All right,
one?
go ahead.
It's called Fraudier.
Mr. Fraudier.
And it is Haroon's birthday today as well.
Really?
Yes. Happy birthday, Haroon.
So we dedicate this song to her.
Wow, happy birthday. All right, a bit of tuning, and
That's
the guys
absolutely
are ready to set the show on fire. Yeah.
Not literally.
All right.
Mobile phone, brand new car, dinner, lunch, करे वो 5 star, नौकरगार बेशुमार, गम नहीं कोई मेरे यारो फ्रॉडिये, पाँची बात किन्ना सेट, मिस्टर फ्रॉडिये, बस किन तुकलाइये, पाँची बात किन्ना सेट, मिस्टर फ्रॉडिये, किन्ने पैसे ठगने. सोशल वर्क तू करे पॉकेट कैसे ना भरे पगड़ी तेरी हर जुगाड़ परसेंटेज लेता है ताड़ो फ्रॉडिये पाँची बातू किन्ना सेट मिस्टर फ्रॉडिये बस किन्न तुकलाइये फ्रॉडिये पाँची बातू किन्ना सेट मिस्टर फ्रॉडिये किन्न पैसे ठगने. Mr. Ford, man, तू हैगा चला कर तू नहीं आंदा साम तू बोलदा बकवास रिश्ते भी खा के तेरा पेट नहीं भरदा how you really operate समझ नहीं आंदा अपनी बारी सोचता रहता हर जगह देखो ना गरीब बता तू पकड़ना ना शर्म भी नहीं आंदा Hey Mr. Ford, man, तू हैगा बड़ा भड़ा Hey Mr. Ford, how you get away with murder da 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 da. World over जाएगा हाथ ना कोई लगाएगा एक दिन ठोकर खाएगा दो जख्म में तू जाएगा ओ फ्रॉडिये वाह वाह तू किन्ना सेट मिस्टर फ्रॉडिये किन किन थुक लाइये वाह तू किन्ना सेट मिस्टर फ्रॉडिये किन्ने पैसे ठगने
That was fun and really
Yeah.
nice. Okay, I wanted to ask, you know, when you do covers like this,
Yep.
how do you feel nervous how the audience are going to react or your fans would react to it?
Not
you
now.
don't care.
I think we've
I don't think
we've
you care
grown
about
out of
anything.
that. I don't care about anything now. You know,
Yeah, I
as a
can see
musician,
that.
I just
And
don't
I,
care
and I
about
think that's the way
commercialism.
forward as well. But
No,
then
but
I
what
think-
about the people that listen? Like, you don't care about that.
I think people love an uncaring person on stage.
an uncaring
That's,
person?
yeah, I don't know.
All right.
I think
Casual
it's just-
person on stage. I don't even when I announce myself, I don't be very formal. That I hope you like my song, and I'm a musician, and my name is this.
But then you know,
I'm
there's
just
Oh my
very
God.
there's
casual.
no need at all for you to be formal at all. Because you were born like this.
I'm a Pindi boy. You know, I'm proud.
That's the
of being
best part.
Pindi.
But then at the same time, Adeel, moving on with you. Now the thing is that we have seen in Pakistan over here, whenever there's a band which has been formed, you know, they release like albums, 2-3 albums, and then songs and videos, and then they're doing great, and then they're getting gigs, they're traveling abroad. And all of a sudden you get to know, oh, the band is no more. So how do you plan on that strategically, that everyone, each one of you is going to be there till the time the band is there?
Well, I believe the way we are working, it's pretty obvious that we will stick together because as mentioned earlier, I've been playing with different artists, and this is the kind of music I'd want to do. And same goes for Jasim and Mohsin, the bass player, and
Yeah.
his brother, drummer. He cannot leave the band, obviously.
You know, but me and Adeel are performing and playing music since very long time.
Since very
We're
long time
very
now, yeah.
good friends.
So let's see, you know, how things are when you guys get
Inshallah,
married.
be
Yeah.
fine.
Inshallah.
Well, he is.
Inshallah.
So, you are, right?
Okay.
What?
What? What?
Well, I said that, you know, let's see how things are going to turn out when you guys get married, whether your wives allow or not. So Maha said he is.
You are married. Yes,
Oh,
exactly.
very nice. That is good. So you managed to do that. Let's see.
People
how-
do manage these to balance
Yeah,
their lives.
that's
You do
what I
know
was
that,
asking
right?
because I've seen the bands over here in Pakistan how they have behaved. So please don't do any of that because you guys are a great brand as well. But before wrapping it up, anything you want to say for all your fans, for all our
Yes.
people, anything? Go ahead, take it away. Just say it.
I don't think Jasim has anything to say.
Yeah, nothing.
I'm
I have to
teasing-
say.
we're teasing you, we're teasing you.
he'll
Say something.
He'll be like this. I have to say nothing.
No, we're just teasing you. Please say whatever you like to. Like to anyone, not your fans, just anything about the music or
Just listen to my music and be very casual about it. And
Okay.
Wow.
be careless and
That's
Yeah,
it.
that's
it.
perfect. Great.
Thank you.
What about you, Adeel?
good morning.
Well, I would like to say that people here they should experiment a little, especially if you talk about music, because what people are listening here is what they get to see on the television.
All right.
So they're basically treated in a way. They're not listening to what they want to listen to. They're just listening to whatever's coming up.
All right.
Okay.
So just try to experiment.
Great.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much for your time.
And best
We
of
had a
luck.
great time.
Yeah,
I know you
I
have
did.
no feelings, but it's fine. It was wonderful.
But best of luck, guys, for
Yes.
your new album, and
And let
you
us
know,
know. Like we'll be following you guys.
and
So-
all for all of your future endeavors
Yes.
as well. So,
Great.
ladies and gentlemen, we hope that you might have loved the show. Well, obviously, there's no might in it. You obviously loved the show, and you can obviously clap for us. And don't forget to write to us on our Facebook fan page, which is with the name of
Well, this morning.
on Twitter,
Well, this morning with that G.
on Daily Motion,
Well, this morning.
on YouTube,
Well, this morning.
and the repeat is
The
at.
repeat is at 5 past midnight. later, like in the day, midnight. Okay,
the
guys?
day.
Because I've
When the day starts again.
Yes,
So it's a
exactly.
good morning and a good morning, whether you watch it in the morning or
wrap it
at
up.
the midnight.
have a good day.
Good morning.